Welcome. Today, we will be conducting a lab that demonstrates the differences between science and pseudoscience. The name of the lab is That Possible? The only materials that you will need for this lab are note cards with some examples of things that are scientific and some with examples of things that are not scientific. The Sunshine State standards satisfied by this lab are both under Nature of Science body of knowledge, where we explain the difference between an experiment and other types of scientific investigation, and explain the relative benefits and limitations of each. We also distinguish science from other activities involving thought. The inquiry question for this lab is, classify the card given to you as science or not, and support your answer. The conclusion statement is, real science produces useful models of reality, while pseudoscience is based on faulty assumptions. Now we will move on to the experimental steps of the lab. First, tell your students to get in groups of 3 or 4. Make sure they have several copies of the note cards. Next, hand out the cards to the students and ask them the inquiry question. It is important to let them use their own criteria for determining the science's credibility. Once everyone has finished, tally the results on the board and discuss any discrepancies between the groups. Now, discuss why the students made the choices they made. They will most likely see that they were judging based on the scientific method. Some possible questions to ask during the lab include, what makes something a real science? If you choose incorrectly, what makes you think it was a science? Thank you for joining us in this lab today. We hope to see you next time.